some estimates have guessed that gas prices for vehicles is going to have to be closer to $5 before any real change happens.
I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride my bike, I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride it where I like. You say black, I say white, you say black.
I think biking culture is influenced heavily by cost of fuel, accessibility, so depending on the biking infrastructure of the city.
We need a lot more bike paths, particularly for women, because women feel safer traditionally on bike paths. That's what studies show.
I don't know, because bikes are so readily available. It's like it's easy to find a bike. You go on Craigslist or whatever and find a bike for like $100 or even less than that. You know, people are even giving away bikes half the time. So, what could we be done? It's a hard question.
Biking transportation is somewhat prevalent, and I think it's also gaining in prevalence, but it depends on where you are. For example, I'm currently in Los Angeles, in Culver City, and so while biking within my particular area of Los Angeles is somewhat common, biking long distances is very uncommon. There's very limited bikeability. There's one individual, like, partitioned off bike path that I can think of.
I'd like to see a lot more people friendly to biking. I've had a couple notable incidents with cars where, you know, sometimes I'm in the wrong, sometimes they're in the wrong, but the situation just doesn't go well and people yell at each other. So.
Kyle is one of the many friendly volunteers who you'll find working at the Slow Bike Kitchen downtown, which is part of the Slow County Bike Coalition, where they advocate, educate, and motivate bikers of all ages. Here at the Bike Kitchen, you can learn how to fix your own bicycle, swap bike parts, participate in bike education classes, or different safety programs.
What could be done to increase biking? Stricter limitations on motor vehicles, giving more advantages to bikers, like making it easier by having different routes.
In order to increase the prevalence of people who bike, a couple of things could be done. More incentives could be given for biking. Employer benefits for commuting by bike.
Be it bike lanes, bike paths, sharrows. I think there needs to be a lot more bicycle education. It should be introduced, it could be integrated into the curriculum of schools. That's right.
And just accessibility in terms of parking your bikes at schools and workplaces, at grocery stores, being able to lock them up things, and just kind of the social acceptability of biking, and not just like the dorky people with the silly helmets and lights.
Personal motivation for biking, to save gas and to get a workout, and just overall I like riding my bike.
I like the exercise, and definitely gets me outside into the fresh air. I have a car, but it costs a lot of money to use, so this is pretty cheap.
I try and bike as much as possible. And it's more fun, you know, you get your exercise going to class. Easy to repair.
IEA came out with a study that said that we're headed for irreversible climate change in the next 5 years. So get on your bikes.
It's on debit right now.
I want to ride my